What I said to Jordan Peterson was actually a dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throw him in hellfire for what he said. I meant it. I meant every word. Go to hell.
Sheikh, something that stood out to me very recently is your response to Jordan Peterson when he tweeted to in response to the October 7th attack. He said, "Give him hell, Netanyahu," and you responded by saying, "Go to hell."
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first times I've seen you take a very staunch stance against someone in public like that. And I think for me, it was very impactful. And I think a lot of people really appreciated that from you as well. So what was your response to the overall situation?
So here's the backstory to that. On Tuesday nights, I actually teach a course called The First. At Yaqeen, we take one of the Sahaba and we cover the Sahabi for that week. And I just finished, subhanAllah, funny enough, the lectures about the Shuhada of Bi'r Ma'una and Hadithatul Raji', 2 massacres that took place after Uhud, after the Prophet ﷺ. So actually more people were killed, more companions were killed in what was a sneak attack, basically. I mean, the Prophet ﷺ was betrayed. That's what the khutbah was about too, right? They told the Prophet ﷺ, sent some ambassadors to teach us the Quran. The Prophet ﷺ sent some of the best Sahaba. More people were massacred in that sneak attack in Bi'r Ma'una and Al-Raji' massacre than Uhud. So this is right after Uhud. And the Prophet ﷺ made dua against those people for a whole month, every salah, at the end of every salah.
Wow.
So our Prophet ﷺ in Uhud was saying, Allahumma khfir li qawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun. When they were knocking in his own helmet and they were knocking his teeth, sallallahu and they almost were able to kill him, he still was saying, may Allah forgive my people, they don't know any better. But then in Raji' and Ma'una, when they killed his companions that way, in such a nasty way, such a deceptive way, pure betrayal, the Prophet ﷺ made dua against those tribes. 5 salawat for a month. And so I was having this conversation with the community that, look, this is a side from the Prophet ﷺ that we also need to look at. It wasn't the norm of the Prophet ﷺ. He said, I was not sent as a la'an. I wasn't sent to curse people. But he did make dua against people, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when the occasion called for it. So what I said to Jordan Peterson was actually a dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throw him in hellfire for what he said. I meant it. I meant every word. Go to hell. That was a dua for me. Because for him to say that, and we see the result, and it's not like we didn't know this was going to happen. I think the scale is what is shocking to people right now, the audacity of the genocide that's taking place. But we knew that, it's not the first time Gaza gets bombed and little children are decimated into pieces.